Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, what up? Welcome back to my channel. So the past couple weeks I've been doing a lot of book reviews, a lot of reading, and this past week I read a happiness track, and it's How to Apply the Science of Happiness to Accelerate Your Success. And it's by Emma Seppala. If that's how you pronounce her name, it's like Seppala. So overall, I felt like it was a good read. I felt like it was very, very applicable to me and my life and my situations that I've just kind of been going through. Us as a society, we kind of have this preconceived idea that success is something that means you're putting in effort 24/7, you're stressing yourself out all the way to the brink of exhaustion, and she pretty much proves scientifically that that's not true. So I will say this book was very, very difficult for me to get through, and it's not because of the words or language or anything like that, but just because it's kind of written. It kind of felt a little bit like a high school essay. It was just kind of like information after information after information. I mean, the language is very, very easy to understand. You know, she uses very, very simplistic terms. It's just, the book is very, very, very detailed. One of the things that she really breaks down in the book is kind of like the myths of success. And one of them is you can't have success without stress, like excessive stress. And she pretty much breaks down scientifically and shows you that that's not true, and that high and extreme and excessive levels of stress actually deter you from being successful. So that was one of the myths that she kind of like broke down and explained, you know, why she put that on the list. Another one of the myths is to focus only on your niche. And this is something that I feel like you're taught in school, you're just kind of taught everywhere you go, is like, oh, you know, if you just put in all this effort towards the one specific thing that you're trying to do, you're going to unlock something, and it's going to unlock something else, and you're going to become this amazing and brilliant person that's more knowledgeable in this area than somebody else and become successful in that area. But she completely dispels that myth, and that's really interesting to read about, because I was like, you know. The last myth that she talks about that really like struck me, I think she has like maybe 6 or so, but one of them was to look out only for yourself. And this is another thing in society that I feel like we're told over and over and over again, especially now. You know, people are in this generation where, you know, oh, I'm going to be heartless, oh, I'm going to focus on myself and my money and everything that I want. But she pretty much dispels scientifically that, you know, when you look out for others to help achieve your goals, it actually makes you more successful and makes you successful more quickly. So I thought that was very, very interesting. She kind of has her own like list of like life hacks of dealing with stress, and life hacks of how to be successful. One of them is how to just manage your stress scientifically. Like, what physically do I need to do to manage stress? That's not me just like talking to myself and trying to calm myself down and all these other tactics that people talk about all the time, but they don't actually work. So one of the ways that she talks about doing this is natural resilience breathing. And, you know, you can breathe a certain way and rhythmically so that it kind of builds your resilience so that stress doesn't take a toll on your body the way that, you know, it would otherwise. Also, she kind of has like this graph list that talks about like high intensity emotions and low intensity emotions. Whether they're positive or negative, they can still take a toll on your body depending on how you're moving through those emotions and how you choose to allow them to tax on your energy. So I thought that was very, very interesting. She talks about that also in a very, very scientific way. She's very, very detailed, but at the same time, very easy to understand. It's just, it can be kind of tough to make it through. Another way she talks about managing stress is cultivating a sense of calm and how to almost make that a lifestyle. So that was really cool to read. One of the things that really, really, you know, struck me that I just kept reading over and over again was she had this section about the secret to accessing creativity. And for me as an artist, that's very, very difficult. I mean, you definitely have dry periods where you feel like, okay, nothing is flowing through me. I'm not gaining any sense of creativity. I'm stuck in this project that I'm in, or I'm done with this project and I'm having a hard time moving on to the next thing. And so, you know, a lot of times we just kind of sit in that creative environment and just tell ourselves like, if we just stick where we are, you know, we're going to break through. But she completely dispels that as well, scientifically, and shows that, you know, cultivating creativity on a regular basis is actually doing the exact opposite of what you think you should do. And she totally breaks that down. So if you're interested in that, I would suggest getting this book just for that point. Then, I mean, the book kind of goes down this like humanitarian type road where she talks about, you know, serving others and how this actually helps us to become successful because The book is called The Happiness Track to Success, not just being successful and being upset and, you know, depressed and all these other things. Because there's people that are quote unquote successful when it comes to having the money and the cars and all this other stuff, but they're not happy. So her kind of going on this humanitarian route kind of makes sense because she talks about, you know, when you give to others, you also, you know, receive in so many different ways. And that helps you to actually feel successful in something that you've accomplished and something that you've done. So I thought that was really good as well. And then compassion serves you better than self-interest. I mean, when you're at the mercy of yourself and, you know, you're just focused on your own interests, after a while, it starts to just become taxing because, I mean, it's lonely at the top. The higher and higher and higher you get to your success, if you're only focused about yourself and you don't care about other people, there's going to be nobody to share that success with you at the end. Very, very good point. I would definitely say to get this book, even if you just skimmed the book, be able to grab the concepts that you feel like are most applicable to your life and to use them in that right. So that is the Happiness Track to Success. If you guys are interested in seeing some of my other book reviews, I have created a playlist on my channel, so check that out. I might also link you guys up here to the last video that I just did. Well, thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual, and you guys have a good day. Bye.